Leaders for Leaders.
Welcome again in our segment of Leaders for Leaders. This is a segment which is brought to you by me, Elias Mwinuka, and I'll be with you in this session. And today I have an interesting topic which I'm going to discuss with you. And this topic is going to focus on how to provide leadership in a private school, regardless of the level. It can be a primary school, it can be secondary school, or even university. But what are the key things you need to consider when providing leadership in such institution? For all of us, we know the function of school. We intend people to go there and learn. But also we know that people can be schooling but they're not learning. There's a difference between schooling and learning. Your kid might be going to school, but actually he or she is not learning. So there is that key tenets which we need to think when discussing these aspects. But in general, the first thing that the leadership need to ensure when leading a private school, we say that is having a business plan. Every school need to have a business plan. A business plan is a document which explains how the business is done, starting from marketing, promotion, human resource, finance, and how that social enterprise can make profit. We know that we are providing a service of education, but at the end of the day, our intention is also to generate profit for somehow. That's why we need to have a business plan document. Another key document that the leadership need to have, we call it a strategic plan. Strategic plan explain where we are now, where we want to go after some times, and how we will get there, which brings out different strategies. So in leading private school, you need to have a strategic plan, and you can decide having 3 years or 5 years. But if it has a bit long term, maybe above 6 years, you will need to continue reviewing, because our current environment are changing very rapidly, including learning environment, from which we need to see how we are magnifying or how we are intervening the position based on the challenges that currently are impacting the learning environment. Also, apart from that, we need to have a human resource manual. Human resource manual, it helps you how you manage the talent from recruiting and when the staff exit and how lives in your institution. All these are key things to consider when you are providing leadership in the academic institution, or we say private school in our context. These are key things that you need to have. I've said that you need to be very keen of having a business plan for your school. You need to have a strategic plan for your school, but also different operational documents which directs how you work, like a human resource manual, like having a finance manual, procurement manual. All those are key documents which you need to adhere to, and that will show how your organization has a real capacity to deliver the results. But one key thing to remember also is about the board of directors. Board of directors need to be very competent. You don't bring a person in a board just because you know him or her or is your relative. You need to ensure the competence of the board member. At the top, that plays a big role, because they are the one who develop a vision and direction of the organization. So make your board to be a mixture of different caliber, but at the same time make sure they are competent on their area of specialty that has resulted to bringing them in the board. I was just explaining to you different tips on how you can practice school leadership and management. And remember, the focus of any academic institution needs to be transforming the whole life of a learner. And that's why we emphasize on the aspect of competence-based education. Any institution at any level needs to deliver quality competence-based education. And delivering that, it needs attention from the top up to the downward, where that institution exists, but also scanning internal environment and external environment and looking the trend. Okay, looking the trend. What do we want to develop out of this? How our graduate will look like if completed from this academic institution? That's very key, and Learning Minds Africa helps you to navigate that way by equipping you with leadership skills on how you can manage and lead the academic institution to deliver the learning results which are sustainable. Thank you and welcome again.
Leaders for Leaders.